Today's exercise is all about reducing filler words. So they're words like and and often but. So that's the exercise for today, to concentrate on reducing those. While at the same time, for topic and content is to talk about my week. This week has involved creating videos. I believe I discussed in a few days hence leading up to this that I had worked on creating a, there it is. I had worked on creating a video that was about changing careers. So that took about 2.5 weeks to do that research. And then I got that video out in a couple of days. So it was a few days ago, possibly 4 days ago, would have been 6 days ago was 5 days ago, because it was the day after I started this exercise that I launched that video. I recorded my first 10-minute long versions of one of these on that first day. And on that same day, I recorded all the content for that video and then edited it and launched it the next day. Might have been the day after. It's so easy to lose track of time. I also recorded a podcast. There we go again. Also recorded a podcast with my co-host for the Code and Character podcast, Ivan. And I recorded that last night. So I edited the previous one that I had delayed on. We had a 2-week delay on that. He had been to the Drupal South conference down in Sydney for one weekend, so we delayed it then, and then we recorded another one. So we had a 2-week delay, and then it took me a while to get to the editing of that, because I'm working on my own videos and working on that one too. And to be honest, I was a little bit emotionally unprepared, because it was a conversation about open source, and it's something I'm quite passionate about, and I put some of my opinions forward, and at the end of that I really didn't want to hear all of what I had to say. But when I finally sat down and edited it and listened to it back, it wasn't that bad. I want to draw attention to, while we're here, and I just looked at it and I remembered, I got this microphone yesterday. It finally arrived in the mail. I ordered it over 2 weeks ago. There was the Easter long weekend in between. So just before the Easter long weekend, I ordered this Sennheiser microphone for the podcasting. And so we recorded a new version of the podcast last night, and I hope that the audio quality, actually I've already downloaded a copy of it, the audio quality on my end is way better. We are at episode 9, and the original microphone I was using was a desktop conferencing mic that worked okay, but then it stopped working. It started having a buzzing noise in it, which was absolutely terrible. And I swapped it out for another one that had lots of shadow and stuff like that. So the recording we did last night should be a lot better. And now today I worked out how to get this working on my Android phone. I was plugging it in and the light didn't come on. Now I had another external mic that I was using for that, but there's no indicator on the phone or the mic to tell you if it's working. And when I plugged this one in, I plugged it in and the light didn't come on. And I'm like, that's the pits. I was really interested in having a go at using this mic with my phone. So I did a bit of Googling and I found a video about connecting your OTG device, and they were basically plugging external storage cards in through a cable. And there was a setting in the developer mode on the phone that they advised to turn on for that. And I tried that, and lo and behold, I plugged the phone into my phone and look, the light came on. I'm making an effort to see how I go using a mic in my hands this time. I am going to unplug that. And I didn't start the timer either, so that's a mistake. I got the timer sitting down there and I never started it, so I don't know how long that's gone through. So the week's been pretty interesting, to say the least. That I released a video, recorded the podcast, I edited a podcast, I've got the other podcast to edit, I got a new microphone, and tonight I'm doing this before I'm about to go up to Bangalow Brackets open mic night. Not to perform, just to go up there and enjoy myself and have a good night of entertainment and see some friends and have a good time. I almost forgot to do this today, because today I've been working on the script for my next video. The next video that I'm going to make is all about, essentially, beliefs create your reality, but it's a video about how our definition of success can be a mistake. And some of it's the story of my life and how I went about achieving success in my life and how it took me off track and how I'm on a new path now. And here we are doing these things and I'm absolutely loving it and enjoying myself. So it's a video about how beliefs create reality and how our deeper beliefs led me to have an incorrect definition of success. Now, it wasn't even conscious. Subconsciously, I was trying to chase things that weren't necessary. And so I'm working on that script and learning to have some patience and take my time with that. So that brings us to the end. I don't have a timer. I'm going to assume that was 10 minutes at this point. I've enjoyed speaking into my new mic, and I shall see you tomorrow. Ciao.